Sobeyda, thank you very much for making time out of your busy schedule to talk to us today. But for our viewers that don't know you, tell us a little bit, who is Sobeyda?
Sure. So Sobeyda comes from Dominican Republic. My family actually, it's very mixed. But my birth family is actually from Dominican Republic, but then I have my Puerto Rican side of the family by marriage.
Tell us a little bit what service your business provides.
Sure. So Gemstone Human Services provides in-home and community services through both ODP and OTL. It's usually very hectic. Just try to coordinate in schedules and services for clients in their home as well as the community. Our clients, they are diagnosed with intellectual disability. So sometimes it can be rough. The changes doesn't really do them any good because they are very routine oriented. If it's snowing, we have to make changes to the schedule, so they don't do too well with that. But hey, we try what we can.
So Sobeyda, I knew you when you were a professional. You were working for a case management company. Now you made the switch to be a business owner. So what prompted you to move from an employee to an employer?
It was mainly my son. Some of the family members who were also diagnosed with developmental disability or autism, and also the need, for services. And I just always had a passion for helping others. I always knew since I was very little. My father is a farmer in Dominican, and I always helped. I always had the, business spirit in me since I was very little. So I know that I wanted to have my own business. I just wasn't sure what field I was going to go with.
How has COVID impacted how you provide service?
It has impacted us both positive in a positive way and negative, because obviously a lot of clients have been, they are not having all their hours that they are approved delivered to them for a long time, just because we had to basically, if a client was getting 40 hours a week and we only had one employee, we had to split that employee for two clients, because a lot of people were scared to go out. We also try to be creative, and we just started hiring more family members, neighbors, friends, to be the direct support professional for those clients. That way they could feel more comfortable. A lot of people were very concerned at the beginning with, oh my God, I don't want different people coming in and out of my house. So we were like, okay, well, maybe having a family friend might make them feel more comfortable, and it worked.
If you were to advise someone that is about to start this business, what would you tell them?
I would say, first of all, be realistic to yourself. Do not get yourself into something that you're not passionate about. My passion for this industry made me stay and stick around and, just be creative. It's not always about the money part. You really need to love what you're doing. Do not set unrealistic financial goals for yourself. If you cannot afford this type of business, then maybe there's something else that's more affordable to your budget, that you can still do.
Based on your experience and your exposure in this industry, if there was one thing that you could change, what would that be?
I would say we more like the financial aspect of it. If we could just get more funding, that would be wonderful. This industry already has a lot of, the turnover rate is super high. People get really, really overwhelmed. You're underpaid and overworked. That doesn't really help. It doesn't really match.
Yes.
So I would say the financial aspect is really what really hurts the human services field.
What do you do? What does your business do to keep the staff in your company?
So the first thing we always try to do is to pay the absolute highest that we can really afford. We also make sure that we match the caregivers or the have with the right client, because that actually helps too. You're not going to send somebody with absolutely zero experience to work with a client who has a lot of behavior issues. We also try to make sure that we provide as much education as we can. We offer a lot of trainings. There's also something that we really do if the client doesn't have behavior services, and we are seeing, well, we're really having a hard time with this client doing whatever is it that they are doing. Then we just refer to the SD and we're like, hey, listen, we need some help in order for the services to be successful. Sometimes it's really something very simple that it takes for things to really work and fall into place.
Wow, thank you very much, Sobeyda, for making time out of your busy schedule and really sharing with us very important information. So if you're a Black woman out there, minority woman, and you're interested in getting into this type of business, definitely contact us and we will be happy to place you in contact with Sobeyda. She'll be very happy to serve as a mentor, to serve as a coach, and just share the ton of information and knowledge that she has. So, Beta, before we leave, do you have any word that you would like to share?
I was just say for all the minority women out there or men, just make sure that you please do not give up. Do not give up on your dreams. You know, when I started my business, I was absolutely broke, just to put it like that. So I just had to get help with from friends and families, and people that I knew that could help me out.
Be serious, be committed, and above all, be passionate. Again, this is part of our highlighting Black and minority women businesses in the Central PA region. This is part of EmergeHer, which is all about connecting, empowering, educating, and equipping Black and minority women in Central PA. Stay tuned for the next series. Thank you.